Kyle Blair here with K Blair Fitness, and I know it's been a while, but I've been busy with my competitors. I've been prepping people for shows, and I just had two people compete in the past 2 weeks. Yes, both weekends in a row. I have been busy. The first person was Dylan Ruby, college student from PA. He competed in the OCB Battle for Tidewater in Virginia Beach. It was a smaller show, but he entered 4 classes and he won them all, first place in all of them. Congrats, Dylan. In 2 weeks, he will be competing in another amateur show, even though he went pro. He wants to further assert himself in a bigger amateur show, which will be the Yorton, okay? And the Yorton is in DC, and it is the biggest amateur show in the country, okay? For natural bodybuilding, of course. And he's going to come in looking absolutely peeled. Wish Dylan luck, okay? The second competitor is Emily Gardner. She is a WVU mountaineer, as I once was, so I really like that. She's 20 years old. She just entered her first bikini show. She entered the novice and the open classes in the Blue Ridge Mountain Classic, okay? And she got second in both. She looked great. I'm really happy about her progress. She will be competing in 4 weeks in the Elite Muscle NPC show in the Bikini Open. She might do novice too, because it means you haven't gotten first, by the way, for those of you who don't compete. And wish her luck. Hopefully she looks great. Actually, she will look great. Promise you that. She already does, actually, but she'll look better. Anyway, so I have two people competing next weekend. Chris Beaton, who actually inspired me to compete. Crazy, right? And then Spencer Femura. Hopefully I said your name right. He's competing in his first show, and that would be the Charm City Classic in Baltimore, which is right near where I live. I competed in that show last year, by the way, so it's a pretty good show. And there's a TV as a prize or something, so I hope I get that if I get one of them to win. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, back to the topic. Clean eating and if it fits your macros. Why you should implement both, okay? So let me define them first, okay? There's clean eating, okay? So clean eaters' philosophies is if you eat clean foods, whatever that means, I guess I'll try my best to define it. No preservatives, whole foods such as multigrains, vegetables, fruits, tilapia, chicken, health food. If you can eat as much as you want, you don't have to track the numbers, they don't like numbers, and you'll stay fit and healthy, okay? Why I don't like that, okay? Because no matter what the food is, you're going to get fat. It's not like your body's like, okay, this is tilapia and wheat pasta, so you can eat gallons and pounds of it and you won't gain any weight, okay? That's just retarded, okay? Another thing is, if weight loss plateaus or weight gain plateaus, it's very inaccurate on what you need to change. Would you eat more or less? Yes, that'll work, but the accuracy is not very good. So for elite weight fluctuation control, you want to go to the other side. The reason I do like clean eating is because those foods obviously are better for your system. They have tons of fiber. They usually meet the macro ratio that you desire because they're usually lower in carbs, higher in proteins, lower in fats, and the fats they do possess are healthier fats. And so I do like that about them. Okay, so let's move over to the if it fits your macros, which is basically what I do, but I don't take it quite to the extent some people do. Basically, macros are the caloric breakdown of foods. Protein, carbs, and fat, okay? Now they make up calories. If you multiply proteins and carbs by 4, you get the calories. And if you multiply fats by 9, you get the calories of fat, okay? Now, alcohol is another one. You multiply that by 7, and you get the calories for that, okay? So that's helpful for you drinkers out there. All right, so I like doing that because I like accuracy, okay? When I'm trying to get straight at everything and really, really low body fat, I need to know exactly what to do macro-wise in order to obtain that level of conditioning, and that requires me to track it. Because if you do clean eating, you're kind of just shooting at a target in the dark with a blindfold on, okay? You really don't know what you're doing. Sure, I could take out an entire meal, that might work, but that is just stupid. If you track it, you don't have to do that, okay? Now, why do I like to implement both? Going back to the ratio, okay? Say I want to lose fat. For my body type, I like to have a moderate protein, moderate fat, kind of lower on the fats almost, and a little bit higher carbs, okay? So, say if it fits your macros, and you can eat anything you want as long as it meets those macro breakdowns. So let's say I'm gonna eat ice cream, okay? If I eat ice cream 3 times a day, that'll be ridiculous in carbs, which might work for my diet, and ridiculous in fat, which absolutely doesn't work. So that's where those clean foods come into. Those foods, usually when eaten throughout the day, will add up to meet that ratio, especially for someone, let's say, ketogenic, low carb, high fat, high protein, okay? So in order to eat low carbs, you can't be eating whatever you want. It's just not going to work. You can't eat a bowl of cereal if you're real ketogenic, because obviously you're not going to hit your carb ratios that you need to hit. You might hit the fat, and you might hit the protein, okay? But you're not going to hit the carbs. You're going to go way above it, okay? So basically, the clean foods allow me to hit that. I watched a video on Lane Norton, and he described something that I was kind of missing out on, which just kind of enlightened me, and that would be fiber, okay? Fiber is essential for a healthy metabolism, essential for weight loss, essential for overall health, okay? Those kind of foods, such as ice cream and whatever the people eat, Pop-Tarts apparently, people eat a ton of Pop-Tarts on that fad, I don't know why. Those people do not eat foods with the fiber content that clean foods have. You need fiber, okay? So 20 grams is a good number to aim for. Some people bloat from 20 grams, 15 to 20. Yeah, okay? So by eating those, you'll get plenty of fiber, all right? So you should utilize both, okay? Can you eat ice cream and hit your macros? Sure. If you want to have a bowl once every 2 days, or, you know, something that's not a whole food, a clean food, and hit your macros, sure, go ahead. But what you need to understand is if someone gives you a foot, do not go a mile, okay? That is my suggestion. But don't eat whatever you want, because you need to hit your fiber content, and you need to get your vitamins, and you need to hit those correct ratios in order to meet your total grams of protein, carbs, and fats that is good for your weight loss or weight gain for your body. So you can't just eat whatever you want, but at the same time, you don't have to be restricted to only eating clean foods, because you will burn out, and you don't want that too much restriction in your metabolism. Those foods will actually make you leaner, because it's more variety. Your body likes variety. Variety switches things up. And plus, all those foods don't have all the vitamins unless you want to spend a fortune. And foods like this, eat whatever, they're not huge in vitamins, but they have a variety, like I said, of vitamins that you might not get from, you know, eating sweet potatoes, broccoli, and chicken for every meal, okay? So variety is a huge important component. Another thing I don't like about if it fits your macros and eating whatever you want if it fits your macros is because, let's say I'm about 3 weeks out and I really need to get rid of that stubborn little bit of body fat, okay? Now, for your average person or someone who's trying to gain weight, this isn't a big deal, so this doesn't include that, okay? Let's say you eat lasagna that your mom made, okay? My mom makes really good lasagna, by the way, so that is why I'm bringing that up. Had some the other day and it was banging. Anyway, back to the topic. Lasagna has multiple ingredients: cheese, pasta, and sauce, okay? And then meat, and then a bunch of other stuff, okay? But whatever. All of those have different macro breakdowns because they're all foods combined, right? So use MyFitnessPal or a calorie counter or whatever you use to log what you ate, okay? Sure, they're going to give you an estimated number, right? But I like complete accuracy. I like to be within 5 grams above or below my desired total for each macro at the end of the day. So if I want 200 grams of carbs, I want 205 or 195, okay? Now, if you, by using MyFitnessPal and just logging in lasagna, homemade or whatever, that is not accurate at all, okay? Because it does not account for how much your mom used. Unless you have the exact breakdown, you're gonna have some error, and I don't like that when it comes that close to competition. So, if you're gonna eat whatever you want, make sure that you eat a food that, one, tells you the entire already pre-made, usually factory-made caloric macro breakdown of the food, or two, make sure that you can get all the ingredients and make it yourself. Say you want to make your own pizza out of stuff. You can individually weigh everything. I know that seems OCD, but when it comes to being that lean, you need to do that. Okay? But like I said, if you're just trying to gain weight or general population, losing weight, that's not as crucial for you. Do it the other way because you need flexibility. And that is one of the most important things about if it fits your macros and the ability to eat whatever. You need flexibility, okay? Working out is a huge part of my life. Dieting is a huge part of my life. But what is it a part of? Life, okay? You need to make sure that you're living. Without living, what is the point, okay? Make sure you're enjoying your life, okay? So, what you need to do is you need to learn how to track your macros because that'll give you flexibility. And sure, eat the clean foods because that'll help you meet it. But don't think just eating clean foods is effective because it's not if you want to be specific. So I hope those are helpful, especially the part about life, okay? Competing and getting skinny and being fit is, they're great things in life. But if you're not living life and you're not enjoying moments and your family and you're losing relationships, and I've done some of these mistakes, and let me tell you, since I've made them, before you make them, just don't, okay? Live your life, okay? It's not worth it. You need to learn how to balance. It's all about balance. Please listen to me when I say that. So by utilizing both, you'll be able to have balance, okay? You're not going to be restricted to only eating healthy foods in case you want to go out to eat. And you're not going to be restricted to those type of things if you can count your macros and you can account for these meals. So you can fit these meals no matter what the content is if they fit your macros so that you can go out and eat with your friends. So these are both important things to have flexibility, and that is such a crucial thing with this lifestyle. So if you have any more questions or comments, you can comment down there, or you can go to my website, kblairfitness.com, or email me at kblair_fitness@aol.com. Don't worry, they're in my descriptions in case you didn't hear my verbal announcement of them. And stay tuned for the next video log. And before I go, I need to make one more announcement. Happy 22nd birthday, Nicole Lemke. Okay? Everyone have a great time and stay fit.